Hi everyone. How are you guys doing? Good. All right. Welcome to this new webinar I'm conducting today. So are you guys ready? Good to see you guys again. I see so many of you here tuning here today. Is good, good, good. All right. So okay, first of all, I would like to actually appreciate all of you here for actually allocating your time to spend like 1 or 2 hours with us here today. And some of you actually just how many of you here attended my last weekend the big reset program? Type the word me. Oh, okay, you're here. Good, good. Okay, you still have energy to learn more stuff. Nice, nice. I like that. Right, you have the appetite. You have the appetite to learn, which is good, because don't you think learning is never ending? Right, there are always new stuff to learn. Right, and also as a teacher, I was a teacher. I teach metaphysics. If some of you are new here, I also have a sense of responsibility as well to grow myself, to see what the world going on, so I can update my contents for teaching, isn't it? Right? If you realize, if you pay attention, last time when the content you're using and right now will be very different. We still base back on the same principles, but we actually improvise it so to make it suit and relevant to the modern world today. Okay, so that's why I received some of the students asking me, Iverson, how do you keep upgrading your content, right? The secret is very simple, right? Just pay attention what happening to the world, right? And then you use metaphysics to relate to that. Like some of you ask me about, how do you relate BaZi with AI, with virtual reality and all those things. Yeah, that part we learn is a never-ending process. So therefore, based on all this input, all this information, so whenever I have time, I'm going to actually share with all of you here. Just like all this webinar. How many of you here, you are seasoned attendees? You attended at least 5 of my webinars before. Wow, so many of you. Great. Thank you. Yeah, and also, how many of you here are beginner? Probably this is the first time you attending this Zoom webinar. Type the word me as well. So I roughly want to know how many new people here as well. Okay. All right, we have a fair share of new people here as well. Okay, so now for the new people, let me just do a brief introduction first, right before we begin here. My name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant, speaker, and entrepreneur. And I'm from Joyap Consulting Group. So one of my passion in life is Chinese metaphysics. So, and I didn't start off this as a passion. I start off this that time because I don't know what to do in my career. I'm pretty stuck that time. So this one seems like one of the viable options for me to start. All right. So that time I don't even think about how to help people or how to make difference, because that time the first person I must help is myself first. Okay. That's the only focus in my mind that time. How many of you here, you are at that stage that, you know that you is the only one need to become better first before you can help others, before you can impact your family's member, right? So this exactly the stage I'm in that time. I think I want to better off myself. That's how I actually get into the journey of metaphysics. Some of you heard my backstory before. I was a programmer. I used to be a programmer, and then I actually make a shift in my career. And since then, I didn't stop. All right. So I learned BaZi. I think most of you heard about BaZi. I learned Feng Shui. I learned Shimen, and I learned Yi Jing, so many. So I lost count of it. So, and I discovered that one thing, one profound thing I discovered throughout all this learning. The most complicated formula doesn't mean it's the most powerful one. How many of you here agree with me with this? All right, let me repeat again. Yeah, the most complicated formula in metaphysics does not translate as the most powerful formula. Yeah, I discovered this, but I used to think the most complicated, the more powerful, right? So, and I discovered it's nothing to do with how complicated it is. Yeah, it's talking about whether are you the good user or the right person to using the system. Just like a lot of people also asking me, they say, hey, Alison, among there are so many systems, which one is the most powerful system in the whole world? I say there are none. but there only one thing is the most powerful one is the practitioner, is the person who using it, right? So therefore I discovered it's nothing to do with formula. And throughout all this year, I sort of like finding connecting the dots, not just connecting backwards, but connecting forward as well. So we can look into all this connection and how we can make sense out of it. Because if you want to learn metaphysics, you want to master it, I'll tell you, even 1,000 years is not enough. Yes, if some of you here actually you pursue this, you're like a professor, you learn all the background information, there are always more, actually, if you go deeper, is even more another level to come. And the moment you think you had everything, suddenly the new world change, and then all the information you learn might be need some revision as well, right? So therefore, I actually give a thought after like 7 years into this field. I say, is there any shortcut? How many of you here like shortcuts? Right? Otherwise, it's going to actually create a lot of brain damage, learning all this formula, and then in the end, you don't know what to do. Right? I've seen a lot of people that learn so many things, and only one thing they see after learning all these things. They see a lot of stars. Okay, not the real star in the sky, they're totally confused. They say, because in their mind, they think that the more they learn, their life will improve. And I used to think that way until a mentor tell me, right, knowledge is only a power when you act upon. Knowledge itself is not power. But a lot of people think like that, right? Okay, I learn more, my life become better. Then they ask me, how come I know everything, but my life is still the same or not even worse? So I tell them, right, because you think learning is the only part or the final destination, but it's not. It's not about how much you learn. It's how much you apply from what you learn that create results in your life. You might need to write this down. I discovered this a hard way because I used to think that the more I learn, the better my life become. And it's not true, right? If not, then all the professors right now have a great life. Yeah, so therefore, my focus or my perspective and my usage on metaphysics are more practical now. Yeah, it doesn't happen like overnight, but throughout all these years, we talk to people. I say in the end, right? Do you know that our life here, our human lifespan is not very long, right? Maybe if you're lucky, you get you got 3 digits, 100 years old. So how can we make life more meaningful without sacrificing the time with our loved one and doing what we do? Right? We are not going to dedicate every day, eat, sleep, metaphysics. I used to think that way, and I used to be that way as well. But I discovered that there are much more better things and much more beautiful things that we want to experience in life. And I discovered that if someone is wealthy, it's not how much money they had in their bank account, but it's about how many profound experience they had in their life. How many of you agree with this? Whenever I'm talking about wealth. Yeah, now I'm also asking myself, how much profound experience I had in my life. Is it just like working every day, So that actually changed my perspective. And because of that, I sort of like, use metaphysics differently. Yeah, I think some of you follow some of my webinar, you see my approach to metaphysics, slowly moving to another direction. I used to talk a lot about money. I used to think that way money like solve everything, right? So, but to a point I say, hey, okay, there's only so much you can make, right? Because your time is limited. So therefore, I actually changed. I'm not saying that I donate all the money away, right? I help people. I found a platform to do this, but I discovered there are more things in life. And the best way to learn about life, about profound experience, is to have an interview with someone who is 20 years your senior. And they're going to tell you what they regretted that they didn't do back then while they are young. Agree or not? That's one way to acquire wisdom. A lot of people ask me, Iverson, I want to increase my wisdom. How do you do that? Yeah, I always talk to people senior than me, not 1 or 2 years, I'm looking at 10 years or 20 years. They are senior than me, then that they will share with me life story. So this is no longer theory. It's no longer pep talk. It's about real life experience. So throughout all this, I say, hey, within 2 hours, right? What kind of impact I can share with my attendees like today? Yeah, what kind of message I want to send across? So I think about, hey, in this era here, a lot of people actually they are lost. They don't know what to do in life. So how about I share with something that give them clarity and hopefully help them to achieve happiness in life. Because when you are happy, you can achieve so much. Agree or not, right? You think about the first time you fall in love, you think you're unstoppable, right? At least for the first 3 months. The honeymoon phase, you feel that you are the most powerful person in the world. You can do anything, and it seems like you're bulletproof. But what happened after 3 months or the honeymoon over? It's the different world again, right? You're back to your old self. So the question here is, will we able to stay at that state consistently or not? Yeah, that is the question I asked myself. And that's how I started another path of metaphysics. So I more focus on, how life works. Because I discovered one thing, a lot of us here, when we study BaZi, we put too much power, we surrender our power to BaZi chart that we are reading. When we discover there are some bad elements there, and then maybe there's a clash, there is a missing element, or your mind palace being clashed, we sort of like worry. But before you know this information, you're perfectly fine, right? You're a happy camper. But just nothing happened yet. Just after you read the information, then you become depressed. And then they feel powerless. Have you met someone like this? Or maybe you used to be like that. Right now you evolve already, but maybe it's the previous you, right? So we sort of like, but I discovered, hey, suppose BaZi is used to help people, right? But how come after reading the chart, you become more depressed? Better don't read. So I discovered it's not about the BaZi problem. It's about the understanding and the interpretation of the BaZi. So, and also people also forget that the most powerful part in the element is not forced in the BaZi, is within them. Because every one of us here have a divine power within that if it harnessed properly, it can actually able to turn our dreams into reality. How many of you want to learn more about that? Right? Without the concern about the limitation of your BaZi. Because your BaZi chart, besides looking at your fortune, looking at your elements, your potential, don't you think it's also telling you there's a so-called boundaries? Agree or not? You might not focus on that part, but once your potential being printed in words, being expressed in word, that alone is a boundary. How many of you here agree with me on this? It sort of sets a limit. Although we don't actually focus on that, because you might think I'm a positive person, right? I believe in possibility. But the fact you use BaZi, you already have this invisible prison within. So therefore I say, okay, yeah, this is what people say. That's why they feel depressed. So therefore I say, what if we can actually, introduce or help them to get in a way for them to actually release them from the prison of mind, thinking that is the limit that can, that they're only the limit they can achieve, right? So therefore it's a time to recover or reclaim our power back. So, and how do I do this is, as the title shows, there are one way to harness our internal energy. This part is not your BaZi, yeah, by the way, all right? It's not your BaZi, but it's about your internal energy where, let's say, imagine you have a magic wand right now. What you want to manifest or bring into your life right now, not 10 years from now, now. Let's say you have that power. You're holding a magic wand right now. What would you like to bring to life now? Type in the chat box. Let me see what kind of our audience we have today. What is your true desire right now? Okay, let me see. I'm looking at the chat box right now. Okay, share with me. Some of you maybe like here indicate that, okay, Thomas say mastery of my own life. All right, great. Make a correct choice. Okay, correct choice. Kok Kiong, you need to know about what, correct choice is very general. Okay, so Nelly say financial security. All right, enlightenment. Okay, so you say good health and financial freedom. Good. Okay, abundance and peace. Okay, great. So which means that there's a gap between where you are and where you want to be, right? So some of you say you want to manifest abundance, health, love. How many of you want to manifest inspiration? Okay. Wow, so many, great. Right. The reason I'm saying so because a lot of people ask me, Iverson, can you manifest to remove procrastination? I don't do that, right? Because the moment you're inspired, procrastination cannot exist. Agree or not? How many of you will agree with this? Instead of removing, you see, you remove your procrastination, nothing, you do nothing one, so you're still not able to achieve your goal. So for me, I can say that, I'm not saying I'm the master of inspiration to manifest, but I'm pretty good at it, right? I help people to get themselves out of this so-called procrastination state. There are ways to do this. Okay, so, and Margarita asks, can you manifest youthfulness to be younger than who you are naturally, no surgery, but with metaphysics? I would say yes. Yeah, but if you're talking about youthfulness, that one you must do more than just a standard manifestation. Yeah, Margarita. How many of you here learned some sort of manifestation before? Type the word me. Wow, so many of you here. So, okay, by the way, do you know in manifestation, they are kindergarten level, they are advanced, yeah, and then they are upper level, that is infinity, right? So a lot of people think they know it. Yes, maybe, right? But probably, maybe what you are manifesting is kindergarten level. Then maybe the youthfulness you cannot achieve in the kindergarten level. Kindergarten, you can manifest some sweets if you like to eat sweets. Okay. Or probably you can escape. Okay, Ocean loving here. Okay. So he's the kid here, by the way. All right. So, and I mean, it's expected, right? What can you expect from a kindergarten manifestation level, right? Maybe you get a promotion, maybe also can one, but it doesn't guarantee you stay there. Maybe after promotion, one month after you got, I would say, fired. Yeah, so I would say it's a great point to start. Yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but it's a great point to start because that's the same path I go through as well until I discover there's a limit. So can I show you? Yeah, later on, yeah, along the way, when it's convenient, I show there's a certain level of this about, or at least you know about it. Otherwise, you're asking yourself, right? Hey, Iverson, I already manifest. How I'm going to get the result I want? There are certain factors or certain reason why it's not working. Right, we're going to work through that. Maybe you use the wrong type of manifestation. Right, there are so many reasons. We're going to go through that later. So, and okay, one question here from Thomas: is potential for our individual manifestation written in our soul palace? No. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I'm not saying kindergarten manifestation. All right. If you're Thomas, if you're talking about kindergarten, yes, there's a boundaries to it. It's set by your parcel limit. So depend which level you're talking about, Thomas. All right. Later, I'll tell you what is beginner level, what is the next level. All right. But if you're talking about our beginner level, yes, it's within the boundaries of our parcel. So let's say your parcel chart say that in your lifetime, you cannot accumulate much money, for example, because your raw wealth is too strong. So do your manifestation level, because you cannot think out of that boundary. Yeah, that's the part. Are you guys understand? Right, for you now, you just need to know this is how the manifestation subject is, the system is. And I know that I haven't talked about this before. Remember last time I keep talking about what? Period 9, right? So today, no period 9 information. I think you knew more than enough. Guys, the big reset group here, right? That one is period 9. So what you need to do, you learn all those stuff. You open a virtual box, you put all your information in. Because today, I'm not going to talk about period 9. Okay, so now we're talking about manifestation. So now, how the first thing here is how manifestation works. Because a lot of people also ask me, can you define manifestation or not? Right? What did it means to you? Yeah, because there's always a standard term when you look in dictionary or when you look in the Google what it is. Yeah, but I want to tell you from my perspective what is manifestation means for me. Okay. All right. So manifestation. Are you guys ready? Yeah, this is super important. You need to know this. All right. If you're ready, type the word yes. Okay. For my version, yeah, how I see manifestation is about a concentration of our thoughts, our desire, and because it's so intense, it's sort of like creating an energy seeds in our mind. Just like you're planting a tree. Now, this is not a tree yet. You create an energy seeds. Yeah, so in your mind, And with these seeds, and everyone produce different seeds. Some of them are healthy seeds, some of them are weaker seeds, right? Depends on several factors. So and how you know your chances of manifest it correctly means you get what you want. It depends on your ability to project these seeds of energy to the universe. And if it's a good one, because universe, there's always a response, because there's always a yin and yang. Okay, so whatever you give out in one form or another, you will come back, right? So the whole thing about manifestation is, first of all, you must know the way to create a powerful energy seeds in your mind, and you can project this out. Okay, so now let's say there are 10 people, if you are the master level of manifestation, your distance, the traveling distance of your seeds could be very far, can penetrate to different realm. Okay, if you learn metaphysics, there are man realm, there are heaven realm, there are earth realm, and then there are miracle realm as well. So tell me, what kind of distance you hope your energy seeds will travel into? Is it the earth realm, man realm, or the heaven realm, or the miracle realm? Okay, all right. So some of you say heaven, some of you say miracle, right? None of you mentioned about man and earth. Okay. Yes, you're right. Yeah, heaven and miracle realm is a realm that, people want to be. Okay. So therefore, some of them might not able to travel that far. Some of them, when they go out, they reach the man realm, the seeds die. Okay. So that's the reason then they're asking, right? How come what I manifest cannot work? Because it dies in the man realm. Or some of you maybe can travel further. You die in the earth realm. You're not even need to get past to that. And now you sort of like knowing that is a distance. So this distance here is a metaphor. All right, because in divine realm, there cannot recognize distance. Okay, so since there are no distance, that means that there are no logic. You cannot predict the outcome by using your logic mind, because in the divine realm, it works differently. Yeah, that's why they call miracle, because that's why they call impossible realm, right? If you use your logic to interpret, right? So that one is not divine. So now you know the seeds. So how many of you here want to harness these energy seeds? Type the word me. You want to harness these energy seeds before you can project out, right? So therefore, in the old days, all these ancient sages, one of their part they call cultivation. Yeah, before they even manifest. Nowadays, you want to learn manifestation or at the same day at night, maybe already starting, right? In the old days, they need to do so many things, meditation, calm their mind for how many years, and then they can eat certain stuff. So the whole process of doing that is to train you the ability to focus your thought into one singular desire. Yeah, the whole thing is like this. Yeah, you think about why people meditate. So it's the ability to focus only on one thing. Right? You think about this, right? If your colleague or if you're working, your colleague asks you, hey, let's go for lunch, for example. So then you say, oh, today is too hot. There's a traffic out there, right? So nothing to eat. I don't know what to eat. That one, a lot of thoughts. Someone that have a clear mind is like this. Eating lunch is just as simple as eating lunch, right? Just go and eat. Yeah, that is the whole training is all about, right? That when your thought are focused, are converged into a simple dot, one singular dot, that itself is power, right? That's why people talking about the power of focus. This is the one they're talking about. So manifestation extend beyond that, right? Once you focus on it, now you have the power. You must learn how to project it out. Okay, so now this power, this focus, this energy, you can call this chi, or you can call this energy, or you can call this vibration. They're actually vibrating all the time. So, and you can, if you are good at that, you can actually set the frequency. So that frequency, they measure by hertz, yeah, cycle per second. So let's say, how many of you here would like to attract love and a good relationship? Type over me. Okay, great. How many of you want to get rid of your existing one? Is there someone like that? Okay. If you are, better don't type in the chat box, just in case, yeah, your spouse also logged in here secretly, okay? So now, all this event, either attracting or repelling, come with a frequency, okay? That's a frequency. So you're talking about you want to, let's say you want to clear your mental block or spiritual block, there are certain frequency. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's around 417 hertz. So when your seeds that you harness, a metaphor is the energy that you harness here, the frequency is matching the outcome that you want. That is the point you're getting what you want. Yeah, do you guys understand? Yeah, I try to explain to you the concept. Otherwise, it's very hard for you to actually try to learn what is manifestation because you think it's religion. No, it's not religion. Okay, great. Okay, by the way, do you like this background information or not? Yeah, do you enjoy this? Yeah, so I'll adjust based on your response. Okay, if you like this, I think this is important, right? At least you know what you're doing. Means that you are not just follow what other people say, right? You don't just follow because I wasn't saying manifestation is good. You just follow. I don't want you to be like that. All right, I want you to ask why. Right? Why is like this? What is the basis of this? What is the understanding of this? So therefore, once you have this frequency here, you can actually attract different outcome into you. So the thing here is, a lot of people think, is it law of attraction? Yeah, the answer is no, right? Because law of attraction, yeah, that depends on the parts chart, right? They ask you to visualize all those things, right? You cannot visualize what you don't know. Agree or not? Right? If I ask you to think about a solution or you say, let's go brainstorming, actually wasting time one because your brainstorming basically means you just refer back to all the data you learned before and all the memory you've been through. It cannot go further than that. Yeah, that is the limit of law of attraction. So when we're talking about manifestation, you tap into info that is unknown. Right? So sometimes you don't even need to know how it works. You know it just works. Because our knowledge are not capable to comprehend those things yet. Okay, guys, you guys understand? Because some of you asking this question, I also take the liberty to answer your question first before we begin here. So now you know, yeah, this how the manifestation work behind. And then another question that I receive a lot is someone say that, you know, is it manifestation is a religion? Do I need to believe in it? The answer is no, right? Because this is something got to do with energy. It's a vibration. It doesn't require you to believe for it to work, right? It's there even before you're born. So just like this, right? Do you believe? Do you know what is gravity is? You know that even you don't believe in gravity, it still works, right? Now you try to go to the top story of a building, and then you convince yourself, you know, you have a mantra. I don't believe in gravity. You try to jump and see, you still fall down. Right, so it's the same thing. This one is the what? I would say it's a natural order, so that you are just tapping to it. So now I want to share with you the first information here. Now, guys, by the way, do you understand the background so far? If you understand, I'm going to tell you one few ways to look into this. Okay, great. Now, all of us here, I think a lot of you here ask, right, is our partner influence this? Yeah, if you're doing a kindergarten manifestation, yes. So your chart actually will tells you your default manifestation power, or what I call the default factory setting. If you want to reset your phone, there's one option to reset to the factory setting, right? So do you want to know what is your factory setting is in terms of your manifestation power? Do you want to know that? Okay, so type the word yes here. So if you want to know, I can show you now. Okay, nice. So now the first one I'm going to talk about today is this your manifestation power. All of us come with some. Okay, and although some of you are zero, are you guys okay? If later you discover your power is zero, can you just pretend happy or not? Cannot. At least during my class, you pretend happy, right? After the class, you depressed, I don't really care. Okay, cannot. All right, nice. Since you asked, I'm going to show you now. Take your butter chart. Take your butter chart out right now. Okay, I'm going to actually also show you a copy of butter chart as well. So at the meantime, while I'm retrieving the chart, get your parter chart ready. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so now I just shared a sample parter chart on the screen. Now I want you to actually look into one thing. I want you to think first. Yeah, I don't want you to accept everything I say. When we're talking about manifestation, are we repelling stuff or are we attracting stuff into our life? Attract. Okay. So if you learn BaZi before, attraction represent combination. Agree? Right? You combine something. So someone say, no, I want to clear my energy blockage. But in the end, what you want to bring in? Positive. Right? There are no void here. You see there. So I would say you still want to attract some energy to remove your negative energy. Guys, agree or not? Because the reason you do manifestation, because you cannot do it yourself. You need to attract. So I know some of you say, how about I want to block away or I want to clear my blockage? You're still attracting energy. Guess what? If not, what are the agent to remove your negative energy? Don't you think you still need to attract a vacuum cleaner or something? Right. Guys, I want you to understand this first. Okay, are you guys agree or not? Yeah, there are no both. There are only attraction on it. Repelling means that you attract a good energy to repel the bad energy out. Okay, the first step, always attracting. Okay, great. I see all yeses here. Okay, now I continue. So manifestation can be seen or cannot be seen from naked eyes. I mean the process of manifestation. Type yes or no. No, right? Because it's energy. You can feel it, but you might not be able to see with our naked eyes. So therefore, now I'm looking at, since it's not visible, it's about attracting. So I'm looking at hidden combo, right? Hidden combination. Make sense or not? Okay. So now on here, so which means hidden means is it might not appear in the chart. So for this person, for beginner, we look at the day first. All right. The day is here. So now, if you learn BaZi, you know the G Earth will combine with what? This is a G Earth, right? Type in the chat box if you are BaZi expert. Some of you must know. Okay, all right, yes, correct. CT mentioned is a jadwood. So G Earth will combine with a jadwood. It's a yang wood, right? So are you guys okay with this? Okay, if you want to know your power, is yang wood, right? Your manifestation, because it's the one you pull in. You look at the below here. Where is the yang wood? Where is the yang wood here? Let me clear this out first. The yang wood, do you see the yang wood is here? So for this person, the manifestation power is 0. Okay. All right. How many of you here don't know the combination formula? You don't know. Okay, so many of you don't know. Okay, can I send you a copy in your in my Telegram channel? So you can look into it? Okay, you should receive right now. Okay, if you don't know my Telegram channel, there you go. Okay, so you can scan this QR code from the screen. You can get it there. I think most of you already in my channel, right? So you should see the file. If you haven't, you scan this code, you download a Telegram, then you should get the file. That file is the table, right? The table is something like, let me see whether I have this or not. Yeah, something like this. Okay. All right. So this is a combination element table. So all you need to know is just to find your combination element. So now, have you got the formula yet? Type the word yes if you're able to get it. Okay. All right. Great. So for now, I want to do one more example here. Yeah, just to ensure everyone in the same page. Let's do another one. Okay, great. So for this person, the day, first of all, you look at the day right here, and then you look at this one. So now, based on the formula I give you, what this day master will attract. Yes, yin metal. So it's something like this, right? So what you need to do, scroll down again to know your default manifestation level. So it's a yin metal. Okay, let's see here. Okay, do you see a yin metal here? Can you see this? So for this person is how much? 41%. Easier now. Okay, now this is because this is a constraint. Yeah, this is a default factory setting. So which means that you can train it and then you become one here. Okay. Oh, just now okay, let me circle this again. Okay. So let me just do this again. Just now that one is hold on, I want to connect to the screen again. Just give me a sec. Okay, just now is a pink fire. So pink fire is not a gray water, it's a sin metal, right? So it's 40%. Okay, for this one, just now that one. Yeah, I update it. It's the sin metal. Because remember the day master on top is pink, right? So pink will attract it. Will attract a sin metal. So it's here. Easier now. Easy to see. So now I want you to actually look. Someone's asked me why is the day master? Kindergarten level, you use the day master first. Get out. CT? Okay. Yeah, now kindergarten level, expert level, you can use different palettes. Yeah, you can use the mind palettes and the soul palettes. So for now, don't care about other palettes first. Okay, maybe you're expert, but the rest of them are not. All right. So now you look into your chart. I want all of you here to look into your chart and then type it out. What is your manifestation level right now? Your original value. Okay, so you're 0. Wow, so you're 100%. Okay, nice. So the 0 one, then I think the first question in your mind is, why me, right? Why I'm so pretty, but I'm 0? Some of you ask this kind of question. Okay, yeah, so now, there are backup plan. Yeah, the backup plan. We want to know what's the backup plan? Okay, if you're 0, only if you're 0. If you're 0, then if your achievement guardian destiny is chief, you also given the manifestation power as if like you have 100% in your chart, puzzle chart. Okay, it sort of like boosts up the whole thing. How many of you here are chief? Okay, let me show you how to get this. Yeah, because some of you are beginner, right? This is the first time. So let me show you quickly here. How do you actually get the chief power? So you look in your puzzle chart, you look at here, Guardian of Destiny. So you look what is written over here. Okay. So if you got it here, then if here is stated chief, then it also means that your manifestation power is pretty great as well. Okay. Some of you are hope no chance. Okay, 96 plus chief for Alice, great. You're my new best friend. Okay, other than that is not. Other than that, you need to train. Okay, so this one is what given from the start. But is it possible that you're given the best in life, but you lose it out along the way? Just like you're born in a silver spoon family, right, but you squander all your wealth away. Is it possible? And some of you might be 0, right? But along the way, you cultivate it. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is that is your default factory setting, right? That's the reason I'm saying so, right? Is what given to you. So therefore, so now you still within the influence of Bazi. Then some of you say, will the annual luck affect it? Yes, everything will affect the energy. Okay, so this is the one thing you still need to train. Yeah, just like someone tell you can be a teacher. Like last time when I was a programmer, then the Bazi chart say one of your potential career, you can be a teacher. So that time, the first thing in my mind is, are you kidding me? I don't even dare to talk. When I stand on stage, yeah, my leg is shaking. I have a sweaty palms, right? How on earth you ask me to do a public speaking? So therefore, it still require what? Training. Yeah, so I push myself to do it. Yeah, because my personality, I'm more like an introvert. All right, I don't like to talk to a lot of people that time. Yeah, so, and I still do, right? So especially when I finish my work, I like to chill, just, I don't know what I'm doing, just spend some time thinking stuff, think about creative stuff, what I want to create. Yeah, that is me, right? So that time I need to train this part up. So even you got 100%, yeah, maybe you lose 50% out of it unknowingly. Is it possible? Right? It's possible one, right? So, but if you have it, maybe you have a great start first. But it doesn't mean you have a great ending, right? That one you need cultivation. So now, once you know this part here, I want to share with you what is a beginner achievement manifestation looks like. Shall we? Right? Or kindergarten. So you can check whether whatever you are doing right now, whether it's a kindergarten level or a diploma or PhD level or a bachelor, whatever. Okay, cool. So this is the one I'm going to share with you. The manifestation, for beginner first. So if for beginner, how do you know is a manifestation for beginner? When they use a achievement chart, they find an element and then back to that direction. How many of you do that? Type the word me. Okay, great. So nothing wrong with it, right? Perfectly. Everyone start from there. I just want to let you know that is the level. So let me show you what it means here. So let's say, see whether okay, this is a sample achievement chart. Okay, sample achievement chart. And for beginner, it's like this. Let's say I like this. I like the chief because chief always a good one. So if the chief in the southeast, I back to the southeast. So which means I just align my direction back to the southeast and then I manifest. Okay, you ask them what is its purpose? I don't know. As I know it's good. That's it. That's why this is kindergarten level. All right. So when it's kindergarten level, it means that what do you think is a success rate of this? Tell me, guys. Pick a guess. What is the success rate? It could be 30%. It could be lesser. Could be no results. Right? It could be varies. So, and now, will the result to be short term or long term? Do your best guess here. Yes, short term. Can you use it for others or you only can use this for yourself? Yes, yourself. Okay. So, and should you actually increase your expectation or you should manage your expectation average? Okay. All right. Great. Now you know. Right. So now you know this kind of thing here is where we started, which in fact, when I learned manifestation, like how many years ago? Around 9 years ago. So this is the one I'm using. Okay. I back to that direction. I see a thing here. The rest I just ignore. Yeah. You need to have this power of ability to ignore and not to feel bad about it. How many of you here have this talent? You know one good thing there, I don't care about the rest. I know it's good. It's very useful mindset, especially you work with feng shui, right? Because feng shui, when you have so many formulas, you try to overlay everything, sure got some good, some bad stuff, right? But your ability to single everything out, just focus on the good, that one requires some skill, agree or not? Right? So, and then you still can sleep soundly at night. You're not going to worry, oh, there's a number 5 there somewhere. Right. So therefore, level 1, I would say, is where everyone's starting on this. So you just look at the chief, not 9 heaven, not surging snake, not the moon, only the chief. Because chief is the light. So whenever chief resides, it will clear off sort of like all the negative energy. Yeah, that's the reason chief is one of the most sought after deity when it comes to manifestation. And even what you're asking chief to do, they might not have the right or the adequate function to help you. They can actually give an intercom to other deities as well. Okay. Let's say you manifest something about relationship, right? Then the deity say, oh, I cannot do it. So they can actually divert the power to the harmony. They'll call the harmony, hey, harmony, yeah, can you solve this guy? This guy, don't know, very dramatic, always ask about relationship problem. I have bigger thing to do, you know. I'm the chief, I must save the world. You know, this, I pass it to you, harmony. Then, so therefore, yeah, that there's also a delay in terms of time, routing issues. Okay. So there's one of the things you don't know. So to be safe, you don't want side effects because manifestation also can have side effect, you know. So therefore, use the chief is the best. Okay, guys. So how many of you are beginner? Yeah, beginner, kindergarten level. Yeah, my advice to you, just don't be greedy. All right, don't say the first thing you want to manifest is 1 million, and now you only make barely like 1,000 per month. Don't do it. It won't work, guarantee. Okay. All right. So this is the part for you. So if you actually, okay, I already done this for quite some time, I'm quite comfortable, I see some incremental income, then I can plan better. I can plan about investment. I can attract more different ways, right people into my life. Then you can actually use the next level of manifestation, which is this one. I'll call this the advanced level. Okay, the advanced level. So some of you actually are asking a question. Yeah, later I'm going to actually answer. So some of you asking about what kind of chart we should use. We're going to talk about it later. Okay. All right. So let's focus on here first. So now don't care what kind of chart I'm using. Yeah. So this example first. So in terms of manifestation advance, remember just now we talk about the beginner that just look at the deity and then the manifest. So if you are advanced, you look into not the chief. You look at all the contents inside the box. Okay, do you follow me? For example, a beginner level, we look at the chief, right? We say, hey, we should back to this to get it, right? So now this alone is not sufficient enough. We need to look at what is text to the chief. There's a meaning, there's a live door, and then that is a Wu Earth. Right? So to a new beginner, they don't understand this, right? They'll say, Iverson, I thought you say just backing where the chief is. Yes, that one is still correct. That one is on beginner level. Where you go to intermediate level, you are required to analyze every piece of this information. Okay? So how many of you here, sometime I did actually post energy for you to back into on my Telegram, the monthly one. Okay, some of you actually look into that. How many of you actually in my Telegram channel, you listen to sometime I didn't post it on certain months because those months don't have good energy. Okay, it's not that I don't want to share that. Sometimes those months the energy is not stable. Yeah, so that's the reason. But I don't want to frighten you. Oh, I don't do it this month. No, you just say that for manifestation is not the right one. Okay. All right. Now you know the reason. Because some of you ask me, Iverson, are you not going to post all this manifestation? No, I only post when it's useful. Not all the months are born equally. Okay. Unless you tell me, Iverson, I want to manifest disaster, then I can share with you every month. Of course, I won't, right? So therefore now, when you look at this for education purpose, if you look at this part here, you have a chief. If you learn Chiman before, you actually help me to read it. Okay, I need your comment as well. So now you see a chief here, you see an ambassador here, you see a live door, you see a Wu Earth. Is it a good boxer? Okay, guys, don't worry about whether I use year, month, or what. It's irrelevant. If you know how to use the month, you know how to use the year. Yeah, because what important is you able to read the content. Okay, some of you say all red color. Yes, great. Okay, so and then one. Someone say, please explain. No, I don't want to explain first. I want you to work hard first. For all the one who knew Chiman. Okay, I want to put you at work first. Later, I explain. Okay, someone say there's a quay water there. Okay, everyone know it. I want the meaning. So you see, all of you here don't dare to make a statement, right? You just say, "Oh, there's a quay water," and then there's an element. That one we all know. There's a chief there. There's an ambassador. There's a live door. Yes, that is obvious, right? But I want to look at all these elements and how can you combine this? Okay, great. Now we are seeing something. Someone say money, opportunities, good investment. Great. Okay, so you're right. Yeah, why? Why is money related? Because you know that ambassador is money management, live door is profit, and this one is cash, right? And then chief means what? Big money. Okay, all right. So now you see it, how you read everything, but one thing you need to consider here, there's a quay water. When you have a quay water, it could means you dissolve the assets, or it's good for selling assets. If we're good at actually changing stuff, that would be the one here. Okay, because the quay water and wu earth is a combination. It's about dissolving. So you say money, everything is correct, but you want to know the final thing here is good for what? If you want to sell something, you want to exchange your asset for money. Okay. Yeah. So, and then how many of you here, you want to sell property and then it's been a while, you haven't able to sell it yet? Yeah. This is about liquidity. Now you know. So is it advanced level are better than the beginner level? Yes. Yeah. You can see more stuff. All right. You can actually see more stuff from the chart here. Okay, so I think some of you are there. So how do you become how to actually advance to beginner? You need to know the meaning of each element, like ambassador means what, live door means what. And once you have it, and then you combine the meaning, it will give you a function or a purpose of that direction. So if you really want to liquidate your assets this time, or you want to sell off something that you cannot sell so far, like certain property, you don't even get interested buyer yet. So this direction is the month to tap into. Okay, do you guys understand this or not? You no need to understand the technical part. I want to understand the concept, how we use this information. All right, great. So let's do another one. So now, if I look at here, this box here. Wow, this box is because you mentioned a lot of red color, right? This box also got a lot of red colors. Okay, a lot of red colors here, right? Then there are so many meaning can derive from here. So if you look at, okay, I see a moon here. Moon represent hidden. Okay, so there's a heart, there's an open, and then there's a pink fire, but there's a death and emptiness. So what does it mean? It's easy to read one by one, right? Yeah, the hardest part is when you need to combine. Yeah, that's the one. So if I look at here, the whole thing here is talking about the enlighten of the mind. How many of you here want to gain some clarity and enlighten of the mind? On certain situations, you cannot see through yet. This is the one. All right, let me tell you why. Yeah, because it's a moon. Moon is hidden, represent thoughts. Okay, so the heart star also could represent a doctor. All right, a doctor. So which means that they're going to heal something. So what they want to heal, because moon represent wisdom, and then there's an open door. Open door means that when someone is depressed, they are stuck. That is delusion door. When you have an open door, means you open your mind. Your mind can function just like a parachute, right? It only functional when it's open. So it's the opening of the mind. It represents a likelihood or chances of enlightenment or aha moment. And the thing I like here, because it's 7-star. 7-star is the peak of the thinking or the wisdom level. Okay, so these are the few things you can look into. Is it interesting you see that way? Okay, so this is okay. So I'll say what's the quay water? Quay water represent wisdom, and pink fire represent I would say optimism. So with wisdom, with optimism, you're happy. So if you are someone not happy, this is one of the one you can achieve here. And how can be someone becoming happy? when they feel powerful, right? Do you see a Chen Gua here? Chen Gua represent powerful. You're the king. Someone say, what about the DE? Don't care about the DE. Yeah, DE represent enlightenment. Because your mind right now, you're not burdened by certain desire. That's why DE is good for spiritual pursuit. Okay? All right. So some of you still debating why using the month, why using the day, don't care. If you know how to read this, it will be the same when you use the month, day, or hour. Just choose the one when it's available to you. Like someone asked me, right, which chart I use? I will say depends on my mood. Okay. If that time I got an hour chart, then I use hour chart. If that day I have no choice, someone just asked me a question about the year chart, I use the year. Right? Don't bother on this little stuff. Because when you do, your energy disperse. You cannot plant the seed. You cannot create the energy seed. Okay, guys? All right. So because you think that you must have a definite way to do this. No, it's not. Now you ask me, I use all the chart and all of them equally powerful. But the philosopher would like to know what is the difference, what is the key difference. If you ask me, I'll tell you I don't care. Okay. If you're hungry, you see food, you eat first. Okay? Nice. So once we know this, can I actually share with you also what is the, do you want to actually move to the next level or not? A next level. Yeah, because advanced level is not there yet. There's a lot of limitation. Yeah, you still rely on your bazi. There's a boundaries within your bazi. So when it's come to the boundaries within your bazi, means that you cannot penetrate to the miracle realm yet. Okay. So can I share with you the next level or not? So just now we go through beginner level. So the second one we go through advanced level. What do you think the logical step, the next one would be? Beginner, advanced, what is the next one? Yeah, give it a shot. Type in the chat box here. Ultimate level, I like that. Super advanced, nice. Great, so I also want to achieve that. So let me share with you here. This is divine manifestation and there are no level. Okay? There are no, you cannot describe it by word because there is no what? No limit. That is the true meaning of a Tao. If someone tell them, they tell you they are the master, they are not the master. If they tell you they are the Tao, they are not the Tao. Because someone in that state, they don't know they are the Tao. Okay. If a master tell you they're enlightened, right? Let's say you meet some master, they tell you they're enlightened, they are not. Of course, I won't say it out loud. I just nod my head. Okay. Yeah, but I know it's not. Right? Because if you're true Tao, means that you even don't know. For example, if you are kind people, right? You don't know you're kind. Only the person that is not so kind, they say, I want to be kind. Right? Yeah, if you're kind, you think that is a default mode. You think everyone should think like this. Yeah, have you met someone telling you, they say, hey, don't worry, I'm a very reasonable guy. That is the person you should worry about. Someone tell they're reasonable means that they are not. How many of you understand what I said? Okay, so the Tao, because they are beginner level, they are advanced level. And then another one here is the Tao. Tao means that they don't claim themselves as master. Their Tao means that is no limit. Don't you think this is the best word to describe this? You get into the Tao level. So that's why I call this divine manifestation. So can I walk you through what it means or not, or what kind of ingredient you need to become? How many of you are interested to acquire this skill in this lifetime? So we can have a lot of shortcuts. Okay, great. So let me show you what ingredients needed here. So there are few things I want you to look into. Okay, hold on. Not this one. Okay, these are the things that you need. Okay, bazi, Qi, Feng Shui, Yi Jing, and planetary. It seems complicated, but let me explain to you. Actually, it's not that hard. Okay, That's why I say, right, a lot of people think when it's go to higher level, it's complicated, but actually it's no. But it gives you a structure to do something, right? So your chances of success become higher. So now it's like this. Why we need to use BaZi. This BaZi is not just your BaZi, because your BaZi has a limit. This BaZi means that timing. Don't you think timing is important when you do manifestation? Yes, it is. Because the time also an energy. It determines whether the portal is closed or not, or available for access or not. Okay? Yeah, so that's why we need BaZi into it. You need the timing, or you can say a divine timing. So the next one, Chiman will tell the calling code, what number or to press to connect to that your intended outcome. Remember just now, the example I showed you just now is all about identifying the calling code. Guys, can you relate to this or not? If you want to get in touch with another party on the other world, you need to know what numbers, right? Or at least the username or whatever. So that's why Chiman is represent the phone number in the old days. Nowadays could be username, right? Nowadays you don't need a phone number to connect to someone. You can connect via Instagram, right? So it's a username. So, but I think you get my metaphor. Do you guys okay so far? Do you follow with me? Right? Is the number you need to press to get connected to the outcome you want. So what we did just now for the beginner or the advanced manifestation, we are trying to identify the calling code. Okay, what is a plus? Like you want to get connected to me, you need to press what? Plus 60. Because Malaysia country code is 660, right? Then follow with the number. So there's a sequence to it. So once the sequence got connected, then you also need to know the access fees. Okay, the speed, not fees. Sorry, I'm talking about the speed. So is it a broadband or 5G or DAO level? You want a 5G or you want a DAO level? DAO level more, right? So, and you know that the sector that you spend on manifestation will have a huge impact. Not just how fast to get response, but also how stable it is, right? You want to get 100%? Yeah, so Feng Shui can help you to assess the DAO level. How many of you here want to learn this? The location. Yeah, a lot of us didn't practice this, right? We just say focus on direction. Yes, you're right, but you're using Chiman on it. You're just using the calling code. The rest is questionable. Okay, so and Feng Shui, yeah, there are so many techniques using this, but 5 ghosts carry treasure is one of the Feng Shui technique that used for manifestation. Yeah, just to let you know, there are certain formula you can do research on this. There are some, this formula primarily used to attract. A lot of people think this to attract cash because it's called 5 ghosts carry treasure, right? But the ghost, the word ghost is not the real ghost, it's spiritual wealth. That's the part that people overlook. In Cantonese, it's called 五鬼運財. Okay? Do you like this? So, and this is one of the Feng Shui technique to use for manifestation. I use this a lot. Okay? By the way, just to let you know. And then also Yi Jing. Then why we need Yi Jing in manifestation? Because Yi Jing allow you to access the abundance realm. Yeah, this is a ticket to get away from the boundaries of your BaZi. Because what we use Yi Jing for primarily, divination, right? What is divination means? It's a ritual to get into the divine, to get insights, right? So therefore, Yi Jing, but when you add up Yi Jing inside, yeah, this will allow you to access the abundance realm. And finally, one more level you need to put in here is planetary. So because this level can help you to get into the miracle realm. How many of you here understand about the planet study? And you know that the 5 elements that we are studying actually represents by 5 planets. All right, so let me see whether I have something like this. Okay, the Mercury, Venus, the Earth, Mars, and the Jupiter and Saturn. So each of these, and our year of birth actually calculated by Jupiter, because it took like 12 years to make a full rotation around the sun. Okay, it takes 12 years. Therefore, you have 12 animal signs. So, and do you know how powerful the gravitational pull that exert from each of the planets. Right? It actually form mountain, just like the water tide by moon alone, the gravitational pull, you sort of like creating the tide, right? High tide and low tide. So also affect our emotion. So when, have you heard about something people talk about like full moon manifestation? How many of you heard about this? And then also Mercury, Jupiter manifestation. Why they're talking about that is because they look at the alignment. When the right alignment, then that's where there's a window of miracle can open on that time. So therefore, we cannot ignore the planetary part here. So now, I want you to actually look into this and then compare back, but what you know about manifestation. Is it a huge difference? Yeah, is it a huge difference? Yes, right? Yeah, but once you do it, this one, I don't think you want to go back to your kindergarten level of doing this kind of manifestation. Okay, great. Is it interesting? Yeah, I use this a lot. Yeah, and okay, some of you attended my big reset, right? Do you like a topic I share about the hybrid feng shui? Right. So that time, when before, even way before the class, during pandemic time, I see the hybrid working model coming in, right? Oh, so many of you like that. Great, you're using it. Good. So, and that time I actually created this. I told you I tested it before I even share with you, right? So during that time, I have an idea. Is there a way for us to use feng shui without the need to stay at that area, the same area for a sustainable period of time? I actually asked that question. But a lot of people think, hey, Iverson, yeah, how come you're able to figure this part out? How come you're so smart? Let me tell the secret. It's not me. All right. I'm not that smart. If you look at my party chart, I'm nowhere of being a smart guy. Okay. I fail in my exams. Yeah, during I think primary school. So therefore, do you think I actually manifest to give me inspiration? Think about that. Of course. What's the point knowing something if I don't do anything about it, right? So I don't so-called I just ask for inspiration or lead me to the right direction. Yeah, because this is something I cannot just play with this because this will impact people's life. And it's not something like I think it's like this, then I do it. Yeah, that's not me. All right. First of all, I need to verify it. I really do it for myself. It has to be logical. So that time I actually use this method here, and then I actually get inspiration few times, not one time. And then I had this aha moment. I say, how? This is how to do it. So, and you can imagine how happy I am that time because this thing been bothering me for 1 month at time. So, and I suddenly, the moment you had it, you had that feeling like the knot already fastened. Yeah, the feeling. Yeah, so, and this is the thing I learned. Yeah, because I know a lot of people wondering, right? How come you do this? Yeah, this is what I do. Okay. So, and I use this a lot as well for my wealth generation. Yeah, to double and triple my net worth. These are the systems that I use. So, and depends on your level, you might ask different things. So for me, a right way of manifestation, yeah, if you learn later on, it's not about manifesting money. It's about manifesting the right person, the right mindset, the right attitude, so you can attract money coming in. Right? That's why when you manifest for money, it won't work because you're the wrong person to receive it. Even you receive it, it's not a blessing, it's a curse. Right? You might, because of those money, right, it will make you even further more in debt because you buy the wrong thing and so many things. Yeah. So just to share with you, how I do it. So do I manifest money? Yes. But I more manifest the person I want to become to attract. So when the frequency is same with the level of the money you want to attract, then you start to see opportunities comes to you. Okay. So now, why this is important? Yeah, why this is important here? Why I don't talk about divine manifestation? Yeah, compared to last time. Right? Last time we talked about manifestation, right? But nowadays, why I talk about this divine manifestation is only because of this. Okay, the divine portal is open. Tell me, which one is the divine portal? Period 9. Okay, period 9 is a time where spiritual thing coming in. So the portal of spirituality open. So sooner or later, people will learn this. Yeah, they'll learn this. And do you know that a lot of people know how to manifest right now? Do you know that? A lot of people start to look into this and all these things. Correct. How many of you here see that thing shift, that people interested in manifesting? A lot, right? So now, if you know how to manifest right now, is it easier or harder now to manifest? If everyone knows about this. No, it's not easy. You imagine that, in a room, you want to find for a job, you just went for interview, and there are 10 candidates, aiming for the same job. And the worst part is, they are not only smarter than you, they're also no achievement. If they're smarter than you, but they don't know achievement, maybe you can get a job. So therefore, I'm telling you here, in period 9, manifestation alone, there's so many people knowing it. So which means that it's no longer special. Yeah, that's the point here. I try to actually let you know. So because I discovered there are more and more people actually doing this. So let me just bring this to your attention here. Okay, yeah, manifestation. This is what we've been learning. And now I don't look into this anymore. I'm looking into divine manifestation. Yeah, so I can tell you in 1 or 2 years' time, kindergarten or beginner manifestation will not have any special effect at all. Because the new energy upgraded is something become common already. Yeah, just like in the old days, like if you're a web programmer, you can make a lot of money, right? People treat you like a god 20 years ago. But nowadays, you don't need a programmer to create a website. Just within few press of button, there you go. Right? So the thing will shift into that direction. So, and that's what I think period 9 is the shift where the spiritual door is opening. Yeah, why it's opening? Because the Li Gua and the later Heaven Gua is heaven. Heaven portal is open. So it's the best time to access to it. Okay, by using what? 5 factors about the what again? The BaZi, Qimeng, Feng Shui, Yi Jing, and also planetary. Okay, so now let me just share with you. Yeah, how many of you here want to learn more about this? You want to understand this is the part to get that, and for once and for all. Okay, yeah. So more method doesn't mean hard, but it just means you get better results. If you are the one you want better results, yeah, this is the one you must learn, because eventually everyone will learn about this. So let me share with you this part first, for you to understand these 2 things. In our life, to achieve something, we can achieve through what? Effort or luck? Which one you prefer more? You want more effort or more luck? If you cannot have both. you want luck. Yeah, same. I also want the same. So, but don't you think a lot of time when we use metaphysics, yeah, we always give advice in terms of effort. After you look at your BaZi, okay, according to this, you need to go and look for this job, right? A lot of time we emphasize on effort, but only few of us, or maybe none, they talk more about the yin. So this time, I want to purely talk about the luck part. Anyone have problems or not? Because I talk too much about effort already. Talk until I want to vomit sometime. Okay, I'm not saying it's not important, all right, but there is a place for everything. So therefore, I dedicated, at least for this year, I'm going to talk more about the luck part. No complaints, right? Okay, great. So, and therefore, this is the one I'm going to focus on. So the good thing here is, you can actually trace your luck from your BaZi chart as well, if you want to, right? So if you know your BaZi chart, your luck governs by the resources. Okay, this is not manifestation. Manifestation I talked about just now, right? How do you look for it? This one just talking about pure luck. So if your resources is like this, means that your luck is better, but if it's not, means that it's low. So some of you are high. How many of you here is high? Like 80% and or above? Okay, a lot of you here. And how many of you are low? 20% or below? Or some of you even 0. So I know that some are high, some are low, right? If you're high in terms of percentage, the question here is, do you know how to use it? But if you're low, right, you already know the parser portion part will not change. No matter how many times you print the chart, it's still the same because it's written in heaven. Parser is from the heaven realm. So when we look at the destiny map or the three trinity, so just now when I mentioned about the luck, I asked you to trace the luck element. Where does it coming from? Coming from the heaven. All right, because it's a parser, right? It's there, either you have or you don't have. So, and but let's say you don't have. How do you able to harness more luck? Is not going to study more on the heaven part because it's still the same. Because the more you study, what happened to you? The more you depress, right? So you need to look into the man realm. Yeah, that is a secret. Yeah, not a lot of people talk about this. Most people focus on what? The heaven realm, the parser, and also the earth, right? About feng shui. But not a lot of people focus on this. But as you know, how many percentage of people are rich? In the whole population, less than 5%. Yeah, but their total wealth combined is more than the remaining 95%. Right? So the least thing people focus on is something you might need to pay attention to. Do you realize that most people focus on heaven and the earth realm? Right? So therefore, what you need to do here is like this. What is this man realm? How many of you committed to master this realm here? The man realm. Something new. Great. Cool. So if you're talking about this, man realm, why is so important? Because it represents your decision-making ability. So let me ask you one question here. If you learn a lot about parser, you learn a lot about feng shui, but you decide not to use it, is it possible or not? Have you met someone like this? They say too troublesome or it won't work. Right? Don't you think if your man realm screw up, your heaven and earth also will screw up as well? So even you're born with the healthy body, if along the way your lifestyle, you screw it up your health, is it possible or not? Even though your parser chart indicates that you have a perfect health, is it possible that you can screw up your health? Yes. Where does that coming from? The man realm as well. Okay. So, and then one more thing about the man realm also governs your ability to manifest. Then you might think, right? Why not the heaven realm? Because heaven realm represents parser. But if you use heaven realm to manifest, you're governed by the boundaries of your parser. So do you want to break free from the boundaries of your parser? Yes, right? Then you don't choose to be governed by the heaven realm. When you do manifestation, the beginner level, kindergarten, and the advanced level, that one is under the heaven realm. You still can manifest, right? Yeah, but there's a limit to it. So now, therefore, we want to know how to, if you want to master the man realm, you need to know how to master, remember the energy seat. We call this vibration, we call this energy. So I think Nikola Tesla actually put this in a very clear way. He said that if you want to find the secrets of universe, things in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Yeah, I think this one, what he said here actually is a secret to all the things we want in life. Okay, does it make sense? So therefore, in metaphysics, in metaphysics study, we actually already have this energy, frequency, and vibration. Okay, so we use the word chi to know about it. Okay, some of you say, is it 369 method? 369 method is beginner method. Okay, so if some of you, I think you practice that, you ask me, right? That one is a beginner method. That one's still under governance by your parser. Okay, all right. So once you know this, then how do we actually manifest luck? Is through a divine manifestation to unlock the man realm. Okay, how many of you here want to pursue this path here to master the man realm that you haven't learned before? You always learn about the heaven and the earth. Okay, all right. If you are interested on this, okay, let me see how serious are you first. Type the word me if you want to. Okay, nice. So many of you here. So It's an honor to present to all of you here my new class, my new program called Divine Manifestation Masterclass. Okay, so the whole goal here is to have uninterrupted access to the realm of abundance. Do you like this? Okay, I haven't teach this before, and I will only teach this once. So if you like this is the best time. And by the way, I had to tell you this. So I would like to believe all my best work I already put in this program. Okay, to date, truly, the best of me to date. I hold nothing back. I dump everything here. And if you think you knew about manifestation, I think you need to think twice, because this is no longer beginner manifestation. This is the Tao level. Okay, so I cannot describe how high the level, because now there's no limit. So I'm going to teach you precisely how to use Yi Jing, BaZi, Feng Shui, Qi Men, and planetary effect to achieve the divine level. Okay, so let me tell the date first. The date here is from 4th to 5th of November this year. And we're going to close the enrollment one is full, because this time, because this is a manifestation class, I want to keep the class small. So because there's some training there, here and there, right? So I need to keep the class small. So the moment is full, then we have no choice. We need to stop the enrollment. So now, and we're going to do this online. All right. So after a few discussion, because the team here, they are thinking to do this offline, but I think after talk to them, we assess several factors, then I think better we do it online so I can benefit more people. Okay. So, and this is the time I'm going to share with you the technique I share with all my VIP clients as well. And I want to make sure this exclusive information make available to all of you here, and I would like to make it affordable as well. So the investment to acquire the knowledge of this divine manifestation is 1,000 US dollar. Okay, so in exchange to something that you can use forever. Okay, because I always believe that you deserve a great quality life, right? Do you think you deserve a great quality life? You only live once, right? So our life is not just about work. So I'm truly excited to teach this program. And now, some of you ask, how do I structure this? Okay, so I want to make it in a way that even you don't know BaZi, you don't know Qi Men, you don't know Yi Jing, you don't know anything, or maybe you're just beginner, you're able to benefit from this. How about that? Right? Do you want this? Because remember I told you my path, right? I'm more focused on practicality, because there's always a time to learn, but due to our time to enjoy life and make things happen, right? So I focus on that part more. So even you're beginner, you're going to love this. So now, let me share with you what I'm going to cover. On day one, there are 2 days here. On day one, I'm going to talk about becoming a master manifester. All right, so I'm going to train you how to become a divine manifester, the master level, and bringing your desires into reality. So in this part here, primarily, I'm going to use BaZi and Qi Men. Okay? All right. So now, day two. Day two is the divine manifester. Yeah, that is the ultimate goal we want to be. Because when you reach to this divine manifester, you can access the Tao. Okay, so this is here. So which means that, I'm going to use Yi Jing, Feng Shui, and planetary effect as well for this. Okay, so when this is done here, and then some of you might ask, right, how is my BaZi will able to affect the result of this? I would say that, I don't care how good your BaZi is. If you have this Qi misalignment, then you're not going to achieve great results. So what kind of Qi misalignment that you might have here? Okay, so one of it is stress. How many of you here in a very stressful state right now? Like it's overwhelming you until a point that it affects your well-being. Or maybe you're not stressed, but you're stuck. You don't know what happened. You don't know what to do. You just feel like you're unable to progress to your goal and to fulfill your promises. Or maybe some of you here, you have anxiety. You worry a lot about the future. And then this thought of thinking about a lot of future issues or possible issues actually hindering you to become happy. Yeah, it could be, right? And some of us here have going through downward spiral. like you have a lot of negative thoughts, and it seems like an invisible force keep suppressing you to prevent you to get good things in life. How many of you here feel that part? You do not explain it, but it seems like no matter what you do, you seems like facing a lot of obstacle along the way. Type the word me if you feel this energy right now. Yeah, the downward spiral, right? So all of this is not the cause, but it's the symptom of chi misalignment. So to address this, yeah, is to look into a deeper level about this. So in order to do that, I actually, this is what you're going to learn from the program, right? So I'm going to just outline for you here. So to know, so I'm going to talk about self-mastery, manifestation, and personal growth. So here I'm going to talk about how to achieve superhuman productivity. Or this is the part where you can remove your negative beliefs or negative or fears. So, and much more, right? About unleash your self potential. It's about the self of becoming happy. So, and then the next one, you're going to learn how many of you here want to manifest in terms of career and business success. If you are, this is the one for you. Is unlock the door to new jobs opportunities, right? Some of you looking for jobs, right? And how do you attract ideal clients and employer? If you're not, if your business, you want to attract more clients, right? If you're looking for someone, hopefully can attract some good employers. And how about to awaken your leadership potential? Yeah, this is the one, right? Because in period 9, everything needs leadership. I don't care what level you're in the organization, personal leadership is compulsory. Okay. And now, not everything about making money, right? I think the quality of our life are direct reflection of the quality of our relationship. So when we look at this, then we can look into love and relationship love. So how about attracting your ideal partner? Or if you already have someone, then about transforming your relationship pattern, energy. Or how about this very important thing I like is how about manifest self-love and worthiness? All right. So how many of you here want to manifest that? A lot of time it's finding hard to attract someone because of this part, self-love and worthiness. Okay, so and also this is very important. And the next one here about financial abundance. So attracting more income, prosperity, financial security. How about reprogram your money mindset? Or some of you want to run your own business. How about unlock your entrepreneurial potential? Okay, nice. Do you like this? And this is not all of them, I just go through some of the things I'm going to cover here. And how about health and well-being? How about attracting radiant health? Have a healthy mindset or achieve inner harmony within? Or also help you to actually tap into your internal healing. Okay. All right. So now the next one here is now. This level is already the next level, talking about divine intervention. This is the part that where you is a realm for to attract miracles, blessing, and guidance from divine realm. So this is a level we talk about synchronicity, about the magnet for divine miracles. It's like a spiritual guidance and divine timing. Okay, it's about faith. It's about opening the floodgates of abundance. This is what's happening here. And one more here I'm going to talk about is divine and soul alignment. So in life, we realize that we are not just want to achieve external goal, right? Even miracle is an external goal, agree? Right? But we also want to align to our true essence and purpose, right? Connecting to the divine wisdom and insights, heighten our intuition power. Yeah. And by then, your life will become a sacred journey of self-discovery, spiritual awakening, and fulfillment. How about this? Isn't it beautiful? So I sort of like doing this to cover all aspects in your life. Because in the end of our life, we realize that material and possession is just one part of it. Okay? All right. So these are which one that you like the most among all these manifestation method here? Okay, some will say divine intervention. Great. So what if you can have everything? because I could do all of this as an individual program, but I choose not to. I think I should give everything at once. So you're going to get all this, everything together. Okay, happy? Nice. So now, one thing here, all of that have different frequency. And as beginner, we use alpha state, right? So I also want to educate you as well, how in our brain frequency, there are theta wave and delta. Okay, so I want to understand there's a few key difference in terms of attracting different things as well. Don't you think of you here using alpha state right now? Right, it's being alpha, right? But when you learn the next level or the down level, you need to understand there are three frequency also important when it comes to manifestation purpose. Are you excited about this? And the thing that connecting everything together, remember mentioned I must include Yi Jing inside, because Yi Jing is the divine vessel. You cannot connect to the miracle realm without Yi Jing. It's sort of like a path to it. It's the connecting bridge to it. Okay? All right. So there you go. So now, some of you thinking, right, oh, I'm a beginner, whether I'm right for this or not. So let me tell you first, upfront, talent is not required. Why? Why is not required? Because we're going to do it for you. So in the program, there's a template for you. So if you don't know, you just follow the step. How about that? We absorb all the hard work, because I know all of you here might not have the same level of understanding about metaphysics. So we managed to solve the problem. So we welcome everyone in. Okay. So, and now, how many of you here would like to learn this? I mean, seriously, this is not for everyone. Either you're connected to this, or I want you to you only do this when you see a true value on this. Okay, great. So if you want to do this, this would be the investment for you, and this would be is limited for you. And if you join us today, then this would be instead of 1,000, you can secure this program here for 497. How about that? Okay. So, and again, let me remind you, it's a limited slot. If you decided to join us right now, this will be the link for you. Okay. The link also is posted in the chat box right now. You can click a link and then to do this. And some of you, if you're not able to make it, then I will say that you can have the access of 7 days replay after that. Okay, so you can rewatch the program for another 7 days. So which means that you still can watch it, even you cannot make it on that day. But if you enroll today, yeah, then instead of 1,000, you're going to get this for 497. And why this is important? Yeah, because we might go through another price revision in either June or July. Yeah, the price might increase again. We are not too sure about that, but there are process on it. But I want to get it first right now. Yeah, this would be the lowest investment price you can in exchange for the knowledge that you have. Okay, great. So now, for those who like to take action, you know what you want, and you're decisive, I want to reward you with a bonus. Okay, how about a bonus here? All of us here like bonus, right? This is an appreciation bonus. If you join us today, instead of paying 1,000, you pay 497. You also will get this super bonus, which is how to read BaZi like a pro. How many of you here like this? Right? Because the manifestation can help you to increase your intuition, then this is a perfect fit right after that. I know some of you want to become a BaZi coach. Some of you just want to read for your own and your family members. This will give you a lot of shortcuts, so you can read it like a pro. So this is something I like. Why it's called 2.0, right? Because I actually conducted this program before this bonus. That time is so many years back. So I updated the content, so you get a new fresh content about this. Do you like this? Okay, great. So now, and if you know me, I always like to add a lot of value. So if you join us today, but this one here, this is the one, you can get the how to read BaZi like a pro for 497 with the main program here. Nice. So Another one, but this one only for limited first 30 for today. We are opening this slot again. Yeah, we have a pre-launch previously in a big reset. The quota already closed, but today we only open this again for the next 30. So the first 30 will join us. Are you ready? You're going to get another bonus here on top of how to read Butter like a pro is health, vitality, and fitness. Yeah, this is the topic I haven't talked before about rejuvenate body, unleash your fitness potential, and unlock your true keys to vitality. Yeah, because in period 9, yeah, health is the most important. So this part talking about the external health, right? The manifestation talking about internal energy. This one is about fitness, about vitality. I know that no one talked about this before using metaphysics. So I'm going to do this and you'll be the first batch who attend this. Okay, so now let me do a summary for you. So the main program will be Divine Manifestation Masterclass. This one will be falls on 4th to 5th of November. And then if you enroll today, you're going to get this how to read parts like a pro. And you also get this health, vitality, and fitness if you belong to the first 30. And if you would like to enroll this as a individual program, you're going to actually pays up until 1594. Okay, but you want to get everything for today, everything only for 497, and you're able to have a saving of 68%. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's the link for you. Yeah, it's the right time to secure everything. Yeah, and I'm telling you, in period 9, this will be the big hit. Everyone will do this. So even you don't intend to become someone who manifester, even if you are just working professionals or you are entrepreneur, or maybe you are just a mom, right? Take care of your children. You can help use this a lot. So which means that it's suitable for everyone. Okay, you can teach this to your children as well. Yeah, you can help others. Yeah, because divine level, you can help others, not only yourself. Okay, great. So I want you to think about this, right? So divine does not speak in logic. If you try to figure out the logic part of it, because it speaks in energy form. It doesn't speak in logic. So believe in impossible, your blessing is coming. Okay? All right. So now here we go. This is the link here, joyup.com/divine. Yeah, join the team here and then make sure you be part of 30, you get the extra bonus as well. Okay, and one thing that my mentor always told me, he said that don't deny the secrets that could help you to overcome life resistance and align yourself with flow and abundance. Yeah, who would deny this? Okay, so now there's a summary here. Talk to the team, enroll now, and part of it. Okay, so it's good. So now I would like to dedicate. Do you like the new program here? By the way, I just want to get some feedback here. Do you like this concept? Because I discovered that no one talk about the man realm so far, and it's underutilized. Yeah, so I want you to know this. Okay, now if you have any questions, you can ask me now. Or the question can be about related to the program I shared just now, and also could be something I teach today as well. Any step you want to know more, you can type in the chat box right now. I'll do my best to answer your questions. Yeah, just some of you just have question, right? Okay, Ting Ting Chow asks, who is my mentor? There are a few of them, and then Dato Joey is one of them. Okay. How many hours the masterclass lasts? Every day, because there are 2 days, right? One day would be around 6 hours. Can you take that? Yeah, so like, just like how we did the big reset. Right, so around 6 hours. Okay, great. Do you actually got a lot of information? Right? If someone say, oh, it's too long, then you watch the replay. There are 7 days, right? You divide the 6 hours into 6 times. Then one day you watch 1 hour. Cannot. Okay, so that form here, so there are 2 days, so in total be 12 hours. Roughly. Okay, this is not a fixed one. Yeah, but normally a class I know is 4 hours, but you know my style, right? I always like to add more value. So if you ask me, okay, Mary Junaidi asks, any best time to manifest? Yes, that one will from the BaZi. The BaZi part will teach you the timing. Remember just now? Okay. So, but kindergarten level, you can manifest anytime. That one, not to worry. That one, the time is irrelevant. Even if you use the best time ever, but there's still a limit there. Okay. Okay, great. So, what is the difference between human manifestation and divine manifestation? Divine manifestation is the Tao level. Peng Lai Yi asking this question. Okay, this question, how long does it take to master manifestation skill? So it will take like 1 or 2 days to learn it, but master it depends on you. All right. So there are cultivation part. So it depends on individuals. Some people 1 month, like for me, I don't see myself master. I think I will never will, because I will see myself as a student. So I open to new learning every single day. Yeah, if not, how can I share with you so many information, right? So actually, I don't ask that question. I just continue to learn. For me, there are no level that to reach a master level. So a lot of people call me, I will say, Master Iverson, I don't think I qualified for that. I see myself as still a student. That's why every day I still learning stuff. Okay. Like Law WK say, will we be taught how to choose the best time? Yes, it's part of the program. Under which one? If you still remember, there are BaZi, Feng Shui, Yi Jing, Qigong, and planetary, right? Which one? Which one govern timing? Still remember, I just showed you just now, right? Yes, BaZi, Shamin, BaZi is the one. So the BaZi will tell you the right day and time that align to your chart. And if you learn the big reset, I share one part of it. Do you know your year stem represents Jupiter, right? Do you still remember this? We talk about the 5 planets. Your year stem is the position of your Jupiter planets. So the BaZi chart serves as an energy alignment. Yeah, for that one. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, there's a position for the Saturn planet, the Jupiter. We talk about Mars, Saturn, the Moon. Moon also part of it. Although Moon technically is not a planet, right? From astronomy point of view, then do you know that the Moon is not a planet? Because it's not part of the solar ecosystem, it's revolved around the Earth. So, but it's sort of like, it still have effect on us. So Moon for metaphysics study is one of the important element as well. Although scientists does not consider Moon as a planet. Okay. Okay, Alice say, after manifest for a few months, I get a lot of business opportunities, but I only close few so far. How can I get better outcome? Yeah, then you can use manifestation to help you to see first what is the main reason. Right? Because there are so many ways you don't get the sales, right? It could be your price too expensive, right? Or maybe the customer service is bad. There's also, file the cost before you start to manifest. So one of the technique I'm going to share is about to find clarity and wisdom first. Okay, Alice? Yeah, like someone asked me one question, how do I eliminate my financial trouble? I need to know what caused your financial problem first. Maybe you're too kind, you borrow all your money to someone, or you lend all the money to your friends, right? Or maybe you make some bad decision. So therefore, don't you think the cause is important? Right? So therefore, I want you to know that this program here is not an aspirin program. You take aspirin, it's not. Because if you have headache, what is the first thing you do? You take aspirin, right? So does this really solve the problem? No. It eliminates the pain. But you don't know what caused your headache, A lot of disease also can cause headache, agree? Yeah, so this is a rather deep program. Okay, so when I decided to do this, okay, this one I can share with you, no problem. So we also have a team that look out for business, right? So they're focused, and I cannot blame them because they're focused on numbers. That's their goal, that is their job. And then they told me, Iverson, if you share this, if you teach this manifestation program, not a lot of people will be interested. So therefore, the number might not look good. Then they asked me why you want to do this. This one is very personal to me. this time I do this more, it feel like a calling, a feeling. Yeah, I do it for art. I sense that this is something I must do. So therefore I know that this is not for everyone. I know that, but I think that there's something more rewarding than financial reward, right? Because I know this will help people. If it's exchange, yeah, for helping more people out there, I think that is the biggest reward for me. Yeah, so therefore I cannot explain more on this, because this one either you connected or not. I'm not going to force you to do this. I'm saying, oh, you had to do this. No. This one is internally, you must know. If you cannot see value, right, I'm telling you, no matter what I say, it won't. Yeah, because this is a spiritual part. There's the right timing for you. If you are not, don't force yourself. Right? If you say, oh, I must let someone convince me to do this, no. I will not do that for you, of course, because I believe in synchronicity. Okay, that's the reason we meet today. We connected through this path. So if you cannot connect, it's fine, right? I still have a lot of webinar. Right? You can listen to me, right? You can learn more. So this how, but in my mind, this is the calling. I had to do this. I know a lot of people say, I would say maybe consider other topic, like for investment, for money. I say I've done it before. I'm not interested. Okay, I want to do something out there that I think that this is the right time to do it. Yeah, probably because of period 9. Yeah, it affects my luck period. That's how I think right now. It's an alignment. I need to share this. I don't know. Yeah, if you ask me why, I also don't know. It's just the sense of feeling behind. Okay, right. So, and let's see. Helen Chong say, I want to learn. Thank you for opportunities. I want to help my family and friends too. Okay, great. So, Helen, that is the noble goal, but I want to just let you know a little bit. You help yourself first. Because I'm telling you, when you become better, automatically be better. Without the need you lift a finger. You know why? Because they're inspired by you. How many of you here feel what when I say this? Right? When one of your family member becomes so good, you don't even ask them, you don't even need to advise them. Just looking at you, they're already inspired. Yeah, so I like the thought that Helen actually they want to help her family. Yeah, so it's a good intention to have. Okay, any other questions? I hope I can answer your question for today. Okay, I'm looking at the chat box, right? Okay, thank you. I see a lot of thank you notes here. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Okay, Angela Ng say, when we manifest, do we need to speak it out? I would say if you're a beginner, yes. If you are not, then no need, right? Because the whole thing here about manifestation is about the intention. A lot of people ask me, what is the divine understand? Is it English or Japanese? Oh, this metaphysics from China, right? So I need to learn Mandarin. No. They don't recognize by language. They recognize intention, because intention is a form of energy. Right? Sometimes have you been like for a dinner, right? You sit down with your friends and you automatically sense the vibe is very negative. There's a lot of them are not happy or they're complaining, right? How do you get that sense? That is an energy form, because we will project our energy out through our thoughts, our intention. That's why sometimes you feel I got this vibe that this person is not trustworthy, right? All this is projecting, even though no matter how good are them in speaking, yeah. But if you're able to sense this, by the way, this covered in the program as well, is about increasing or heighten your intuition. I think this is also very important, especially you're working with others, right? You're for your boss. I think knowing what to do next is important. If someone asks me, right, what is the difference between how do I acquire more wisdom? Your wisdom means like this. If you're very intelligent, you know what to say. You say the right thing. If you are wise, you have wisdom, you know when to say it. That's a huge difference. Yeah, that's the thing. Because now I want you to see a limit on everything, you know. So like in the old days, in period 8, that time, when we learn BaZi, don't you think we go and study what is the talent in my chart? Then as long I'm doing it, I'll be successful. How many of you here think that way as well? I look at my BaZi, the top 3 profile, okay, maybe a direct officer or 7 killings. So I just do it, I'll be successful. How many of you have that thought? I used to have that thought as well, right? Because according to my chart, yeah, but the thing here is, let's say your chart, you're high in eating God, you're good marketing, for example. So if you work in a company, a marketing department, Do you think you're the only one have this kind of chart? A lot. Your colleague also got one, you know. A lot. Is because there are only 10 profiles. What is the chances you bump into another one? Right? The chances is 30% because we look at the top 3. We not look at the top 1. Okay, so 3 out of 10% you meet, we have the same profile as you. So the goal here is not working on your talent, you know, you'll be successful. No, that is the wrong route to take because there's always someone better than you. Agree or not? All right. So if you want to, you need to outdo, outwork, outsmart that person. Yeah, that is the part not a lot of people talking about. Okay, so I just want to know the perspective of using metaphysics. Okay, do you find this discovery useful or not? As a parter coach as well. It's not like, oh, this one direct well is good, become a manager. So do a lot of people. You look at your company, right? A lot of them also have the same profile as you. Okay, great. Okay, nice. Raymond Chiu asked, do you need to comply with the law of equivalent exchange when you do something that's already an equivalent exchange? Right? So, which means that when you manifest, the time you actually send a thought, that is an action. A lot of people think doing means must use your physical body to do something, right? They say you must take action. But is it possible that you take action through your mind? Right? By set certain intention. This is the part I'm talking about. Okay, Raymond Cho. All right, that alone is an equivalent exchange. For example, like this. Let me give an example. Let's say you work in a new company and you hate one of the colleague there. So you you plant a seed of hatred in your mind. You hate this colleague. But you decided not to quarrel with this colleague yet because you're still new and that colleague did nothing to you, but you just hate this person. But you know one day it will happen, right? That you scold this person one day. How many of you know when the time is right, the right trigger coming in? Maybe there's a minor argument in a meeting, right? There will be something coming up. So the law of equivalent exchange starting the moment you have that thought. It might not got the thing instantaneously, but there are time to trigger it. How many of you here, this one resonate with you? A lot of event, right, does not happen on the actual event. It happened maybe 5 years back when you had that thought in you. Yeah, that the actual event happened is just a trigger point. It could be a clash or something. So the way to control the outcome is to stop the seed from growing. That represents consciousness. People talk about consciousness. This is the one. People talking about controlling event, change the event is from the start, from the birth of it, not only after it happened. That one is hard, right? Because the seed already strong. Okay, Waishan asked, law of attraction similar? No. Law of attraction, I told you, right? Is still bounded by your parter. This one is escape your parter. Yeah, Waishan? I would say law of attraction belong between the beginner and advanced level. It's right between that. So we are not into that realm. Okay. All right. Great. So do you enjoy today's sharing? Today's class? Okay, nice. Nice talking to all of you here. And of course, really, truly appreciate you taking your precious 2 hours, to come talk to me, engage with me. And just to tell you, this is so one of the thing I like to do because I found my happiness and joy through connecting with all of you here as well. Not just one way. I know some of you say, all right, thank you. Thank you for the information. Okay, I'm grateful for that, but I also want to thank you for all of you here. For allowing me to share information. You give me the greatest joy as well. So I should say thank you to all of you here. Okay, great. All right. So I wish all of you here great health and hope to see you soon in the divine manifestation because I'm going to do it only once. I keep doing different program. Like last time, the big reset. Yeah, because I see this is the right time to do the divine manifestation because Li Gua is coming. Okay. So if not, I hope to see you in any of our events in the near future. Until then, take care. Yeah, have a great health. I'm Iverson Lee. See you soon. Bye bye.